In an age defined by instant communication, we are bombarded with a constant stream of information. News, both big and small, floods our screens and demands our attention. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, but it's more important than ever to stay informed about the events shaping our world. From political turmoil to scientific breakthroughs, these stories have the power to impact us all. Today, we bring you the most significant headlines from around the globe, breaking down complex issues into digestible insights. So let's dive into the news that's shaping our present and defining our future. The United States, often hailed as a beacon of democracy, faces its own set of challenges. The halls of Congress are currently echoing with heated debates over the national budget. The deadline looms, and the threat of a government shutdown is very real. Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle are entrenched in their positions, making a compromise seem like a distant hope. A shutdown would have far-reaching consequences, impacting everything from national parks to essential government services. Adding to the uncertainty is the volatility of the stock market. Concerns about rising interest rates have spooked investors, causing fluctuations in the market. The Dow Jones, S&P 500, and NASDAQ are all experiencing turbulence, leaving many Americans worried about their retirement savings and the overall health of the economy. Experts are divided on whether this is a temporary blip or a sign of a deeper economic downturn. Meanwhile, in the heartland of America, a different kind of crisis is unfolding. A powerful winter storm has swept across the Midwest, blanketing states like Iowa, Illinois, and Missouri in heavy snow and ice. The storm has brought life to a standstill, closing schools, businesses, and even major highways. Emergency crews are working around the clock to restore power and clear roads, but the harsh conditions are making their task incredibly challenging. The ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine continues to cast a long shadow over global affairs. Tensions remain high as both sides accuse each other of violating ceasefire agreements. The human cost of this war is immeasurable, with countless lives lost and millions displaced from their homes. The international community is grappling with how to de-escalate the situation and find a peaceful resolution. Adding to the complexity is the involvement of global powers. The United States and its NATO allies have provided military aid to Ukraine, while Russia has found backing from countries like China. This proxy war has heightened geopolitical tensions and raised fears of a broader conflict. The situation remains volatile, and any miscalculation could have catastrophic consequences. China, the world's second-largest economy, is experiencing an economic slowdown that is sending shockwaves across the globe. After years of rapid growth, the country is facing a confluence of challenges, including a property market slump, rising debt levels, and weak consumer spending. The Chinese government is implementing measures to stimulate growth, but the road to recovery is expected to be long and bumpy. The slowdown in China has significant implications for the global economy. As a major importer and exporter, China's reduced demand is being felt in countries that rely heavily on trade with the Asian giant. From manufacturing hubs in Southeast Asia to commodity exporters in Africa and Latin America, the ripple effects are being felt worldwide. Economists are closely monitoring the situation, as a prolonged slowdown in China could have a domino effect on the global economy. Section 5, Middle East. A cycle of violence continues. The Middle East remains a region plagued by conflict and instability. Recent clashes between Israeli forces and Palestinian militants have escalated tensions to a fever pitch. Rockets fired from Gaza have targeted Israeli cities, while Israeli airstrikes have pounded targets in the densely populated Palestinian enclave. The cycle of violence has resulted in civilian casualties on both sides, further fueling the animosity and distrust. International efforts to broker a ceasefire have been met with limited success. The underlying issues of land, security, and political representation remain unresolved, making a lasting peace elusive. The ongoing conflict not only exacerbates the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, but also threatens to destabilize the entire region. Section 6. Leaps in AI and space exploration. Despite the turmoil in many parts of the world, there are also glimmers of hope and progress. In the realm of science and technology, we are witnessing groundbreaking advancements that have the potential to revolutionize our lives. Artificial intelligence, once the stuff of science fiction, is rapidly becoming a reality. Researchers have made significant breakthroughs in AI, developing algorithms that can perform tasks previously thought to be the exclusive domain of humans. From self-driving cars to medical diagnosis, AI is poised to transform industries and reshape our world. However, these advancements also raise ethical concerns about job displacement, privacy, and the potential misuse of such powerful technology. As AI continues to evolve, it's crucial to have thoughtful discussions about its implications and ensure that its development benefits humanity as a whole. Meanwhile, in the realm of space exploration, SpaceX continues to push the boundaries of what's possible. The private space company recently completed another successful mission to the International Space Station, delivering supplies and conducting scientific experiments. SpaceX's reusable rockets and ambitious plans for Mars colonization have captured the imagination of people worldwide, reigniting our fascination with space exploration and the mysteries of the cosmos. Section 7. Health and Climate Urgent Calls to Action. On the health front, the world continues to grapple with the COVID-19 pandemic. While vaccines have proven effective in reducing severe illness and death, the emergence of new variants poses ongoing challenges. The latest variant, first detected in a region, is spreading rapidly and has raised concerns about its potential to evade existing immunity. Health authorities are closely monitoring the situation and urging people to get vaccinated and boosted as the best line of defense against the virus. Beyond the pandemic, the world is facing an even greater health threat: climate change. The latest report from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change paints a stark picture of the consequences of inaction. From more frequent and intense heat waves to rising sea levels and extreme weather events, climate change is no longer a distant threat, but a present reality. The report calls for immediate and drastic action to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and avert the worst effects of climate change. Section 8. Conclusion: Staying informed in a changing world. The headlines we've explored today paint a complex and often unsettling picture of the world we live in. From political gridlock and economic uncertainty to geopolitical tensions and existential threats like climate change, we face no shortage of challenges. However, amidst the turmoil, there are also reasons for hope: scientific breakthroughs, acts of courage and compassion, and the resilience of the human spirit. In this age of information overload, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and powerless. But staying informed is the first step towards understanding these complex issues and finding solutions. By engaging in thoughtful dialogue, holding our leaders accountable, and demanding action, we can collectively work towards a better future for ourselves and generations to come. Thank you for watching.